everyone. Welcome back to We Are the Hansons. I am so glad you're here today because this episode is going to be pure fun. Sometimes life gets busy, sometimes it gets stressful, but today I want to celebrate all the shenanigans and excitement that make our home such a loud, joyful, and sometimes absolutely hilarious place to be. Life in a house full of kids isn't just about routines, schedules, and responsibilities. It's about those unpredictable, sometimes chaotic, often silly moments that remind us why family life is so special. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the fun side of our crazy world. First of all, let's just be honest. Some days feel like we are running a full-on circus over here, and I mean that in the best way. You walk into our kitchen at any given time, and there's probably a science experiment happening on the counter. Someone trying to bake cookies without a recipe, and the littles wearing superhero cape, claiming to have just saved the cat from a certain doom. And for the record, the cat was just sleeping. We have theme days sometimes without even meaning to. One afternoon, everyone decided it was speak only in accents day. And for all 4 hours, our house sounded like an international airport. I don't even know who started it. I think I probably did. All I know is my 7-year-old was running around with the thickest accent, sounded like British, that you've ever heard, offering people a spot of tea, while my teenagers were speaking weird voices, trying to keep a straight face when you're trying to parent while your kid is calling you Captain Mom and asking for extra plunder with their snack. There's always something spontaneous happening, and honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything. And don't even get me started on family game nights. You think Monopoly gets heated? Try a round of Hanson family charades. Somehow, no matter what the prompt is, climbing a mountain, brushing teeth, building a house, the kids always turn it into an elaborate, dramatic performance. I'm talking fake injuries, slow motion falls, full-on Oscar-worthy scenes. And hide and seek in the house, our size? Let's just say it becomes an extreme sport. One time I couldn't find our youngest for about 25 minutes. I was this close to panicking, thinking she had gotten outside. Nope. She was hiding inside the laundry basket underneath a full load of clean clothes. Just breathing so quietly, absolutely thrilled with herself that she could hide that way. That was her best hiding spot ever. I'm pretty sure my blood pressure has never fully recovered. And then there are the nights when we make up games on the fly, like Guess the Noise, where someone makes a sound and everyone else has to guess what it is. If you've never heard of a 7-year-old try to mimic the sound of a blender, you're missing out. Another part of the excitement, the wild idea that somehow became tradition. It all started one rainy Saturday when everyone was bored and one of the kids said, "Let's turn the living room into a campground." In 2 hours flat, we had every pillow, blanket, and chair stacked and arranged into a makeshift tent. We roasted marshmallows in the oven and told ghost stories by flashlight. Now it's a thing. Rainy day camping. It's raining and we have nowhere to be. You can guarantee our living room will be fully transformed by sundown. backwards dinner. Nights where we eat dessert first and dinner last. It started as a reward for a particularly tough school week, and now the kids will ask for it at the most random times. And honestly, it's a great reminder to just lighten up sometimes and enjoy life out of order. And let's talk about the noise for a second. Because if you walk into our house, you will immediately hear it. Laughter, shouting, singing at the top of our lungs to some song half the kids don't even know the words to, screaming, someone else yelling that the dog stole their sock. It's not always organized. It's not always peaceful, but our home is alive and we love it. There's so much love in the noise and there's so much life in the chaos in our home. I think sometimes when people think about big families, they imagine constant overwhelm. And sure, there are moments like that, but mostly it's just a lot of little moments stacked on top of each other. A pile of memories being built every single day here. A note passed during dinner that says, "You're the best mom." A fort so elaborate, you have to crawl under it just to get to the couch. A water fight that started because someone accidentally spilled a glass of water and no one could let it go. All those silly, crazy, loud, messy moments, that's the heartbeats of our family. Just a little here that I want to share is when people come to our house, they know that our house is not organized. It's messy. And it's not like filthy messy. It's just there's toys all over. And most of the time, the kids will pick up their toys. Sometimes you'll find a tablet laying on the couch or shoes just tossed off or a towel thrown randomly wherever because the girls will go play in the rain, come in and just drop their stuff. There is not a time that there ain't a toy or a ball or something laying on our floor. We have kids. That's what our house is all about. Regardless of what anybody thinks, our house is lived in, and it's very lived in with love. Our family shares craziness with people that come over. People see our family, and I know they think that we are just a chaotic family, and we are. We are not a family that just sits around. We do something all the time, whether it be playing games or building forts or cooking or baking or you name it, we're doing it. And if we're not doing it at home, we're out and about. We're at the park. We're at the mall. We're at the fishing hole. We're at the swimming hole. We do so much. There ain't a dull moment in our home. And I would never, ever trade that for anything because it is fun. It keeps us as parents young. It keeps us going and we never get bored. Whether it could be a movie night or whatever, we do it. You know those moments when you think you're being a responsible adult and then it just absolutely falls apart in the funniest way possible? Yeah, that's basically Tuesday at our house. Like the time I thought I was going to be a cool mom and set up an elaborate DIY obstacle course in the backyard, I spent hours setting it up, hula hoops to jump through, ropes to crawl under, a slip and slide at the end. I even made little medals out of cardboard and ribbon. I was ready for Parent of the Year. And then the very first kid running through trips in the mud puddle that I didn't even see, slips, takes out half the obstacle course with them. It was like family Jenga. Down goes the hula hoops. The rope snaps. The slip and slide gets dragged halfway across the yard, and the dog is losing his mind, thinking it's the best game he's ever seen. We laughed so hard we couldn't breathe. No one finished the course and no one cared. We all got medals anyway. And don't think the kids don't come up with their own chaos. Oh no. They are very capable little instigators. One of their favorite games is the classic Prank Wars. No one is safe. You could walk into a room and find a plastic spider dangling from the ceiling. You could sit down and find your chair has been wrapped with saran wrap. You could open the fridge and find, well, let's just say googly eyes on everything. One time, one of the older kids switched everyone's shoes. 2 left shoes in one closet, 2 right shoes in another. It took hours before anyone figured it out. And if you think the littles don't get in on it, oh, they do. They're just sneakier about it because everyone thinks they're innocent. Moral of the story, if you hear suspicious giggling, you're already too late. So today, I just wanted to celebrate the beauty of the shenanigans. We live in a world that tells us to have everything perfect, organized, Instagram worthy, but honestly, I think the muddy footprints, the toothpaste on the mirror, the forts in the living room, backwards dinners, the sock stealing dogs, the pirate themed charades, because that's real. That's family. That's home. If you're listening today and your house is feeling chaotic, noisy, and messy, just know you're not alone. That noise, that chaos, that's love in action. It's life being lived fully and joyfully. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you smiled, maybe laughed a little, and remembered that the best memories are almost never made during perfect days. They're made in the shenanigans. Get on over to our YouTube channel, We Are the Hansons, and subscribe. You can also send us a message on our We Are the Hansons Facebook page, or you can send us an email on our We Are the Hansons show@gmail.com. Until next time, keep loving, keep laughing, keep enjoying the chaos. We are the Hansons, and this is our beautiful, messy, exciting life.